Good evening, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth, and we will be calling the live play by play for game one of the 2025 World Series, starting out at the Rogers Center. I'm going to go over the lineups real quick. For the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani will be DHing and leading off. In the two hole is going to be shortstop Mookie Betts. In the three hole is going to be Freddie Freeman playing first base. Behind the dish, hitting cleanup is going to be Will Smith. In the five hole is going to be right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. In the sixth hole is going to be Max Muncy. In the seventh hole, playing left field, is going to be Kike Hernandez. Out of the eight hole is going to be second baseman Tommy Edman. And in center field, bringing up the 9-hole slot, is going to be Andy Pages. On the bump for the Dodgers is going to be Blake Snell. For the Toronto Blue Jays, leading off DHing is going to be George Springer. In the two-hole is going to be Davis Snyder playing left field. In the three-hole, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hitting cleanup, Bo Bichette playing second base. Hitting in the five-hole is going to be Alejandro Kirk behind the dish. In the sixth hole is going to be Dalton Varsho playing center field. In the seventh hole is going to be Ernie Clement at third base. In the eighth hole is going to be Miles Straw playing right field. And bringing up the rear is going to be Andres Jimenez playing shortstop. And on the bump for the Blue Jays is going to be their rookie phenom, Trey Yasevich. And that is tonight's lineup for this game. Welcome, Sean, Nancy, and anyone else who may be listening in the background. Your support is appreciated. And if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out before the game starts. Performing at the opening ceremonies is Virginia Beach's own Pharrell Williams. So they're doing the opening ceremonies. They just announced the starting lineups for both squads. They've sung the American national anthem. Now they're singing the Canadian national anthem. And then they should be ready to take the field. We're about 2 to 3 minutes before first pitch. And we will be ready to get it on. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And on YouTube at the Yankees The Ugly Truth site, I've dropped a poll for people voting on who's going to win game one of the series, Blue Jays or Dodgers. So feel free to hop over there and put your vote in. Be most appreciated. Watching the Knicks. Okay. Has the game started yet, Jonathan? If so, what's the score? So this should be an interesting series going out on. Okay, that's not bad. Going through X and some of the conventional uh, YouTube streams, a lot of people are thinking that the Dodgers are going to sweep this one. I don't see it that way, and think it's going to be a much better series than that. I think that it's actually going to go to 7, but we shall see. This is going to be my first World Series that I'm calling play-by-play for, so I'm looking forward to it. A little bit excited, and hoping that those of you out there listening have as much entertainment as I will calling the games for y'all. Get on your busy Friday night. I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy Friday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated. And just think, this is the last series of the 2025 Major League Baseball season. And it won't be till February that we actually see live baseball once again. And then into March, we will have the World Baseball Classic. Hey, Lou, welcome to the stream. I can respect your opinion about the Dodgers in 4 or 5, and appreciate the shout out for the likes and the subscribes. Most appreciated. We are actually at 428 subscribers. Our next milestone is 450. Anything that y'all can do to help us out would be most appreciated. Like I said, I will be calling play-by-plays for the World Series. Oh, okay, we're at 427 because somebody unsubscribed. Whichever floats your boat. The fans in Toronto are getting fired up by their mascot Blue Jay. And I have not seen the Blue Jays take the field yet, but I'm sure that's just right around the corner. Yeah, you can like a person, Shad, but actually sided with your team is a whole different question. So this is an interesting one. The Blue Jays have not been in the World Series since '93, when my buddy Joe Carter hit a game-ending walk-off home run in Game 7 in the bottom of the 9th inning. So, hence, is there a little bit magic left for the Blue Jays? Guess we're going to find out. Well, is the Blue Jays $500 million man going to be able to come through in the World Series? This postseason, he's hitting .442 with 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 1440 OPS. And he only has 3 strikeouts in the World Series. So can he keep this work up against the staunch pitchers of the Los Angeles Dodgers? Guess those are going to be questions that are answered here very shortly. I am very surprised to see that the Blue Jays have chosen to add Bo Bichette to the postseason roster, and he's not playing in his normal position. He'll be playing second base versus the shortstop that he normally plays. And it looks like Blake Snell is warming up in the bullpen. So the age-old question I think is going to be answered: is good pitching going to defeat good hitting? Because we certainly have that with the Dodgers pitching going against the Blue Jays bats. They are one of the teams with the lowest strikeout rate in baseball this season. I think it could be an epic matchup between the two franchises. And they have still not taken the field yet. We are 7 minutes past first pitch time, so I think that we should get started. They've gone to commercial break. How are we feeling about the game tonight? Who are we rooting for? I see Lou definitely Dodgers side. Uh, Sean Browning thinks Dodgers in 7. Uh, John, people are going crazy about what, brother? Just keep one thing in mind. During this off season, the Yankees are going to be linked every tier 1 ball player out there. I mean, you've already heard it about the Yankees being in on the possible Tarek Skubal trade, which I don't see happening. Us being linked to Pete Alonso. I'm sure that the Yankees will do their due diligence, but I just don't see him being in pinstripes next season. And of course, Kyle Tucker. The question between Tucker versus Bellinger, interesting one at best. A lot of these, beat writers and whatnot are putting pretty much wild speculations out there. I've seen the clips with regard to the Yankees only spending $274 million this year for the payroll, which I don't see as being realistic. And unless it comes from Hal or Cash, I don't believe it. A lot of these people, you'll see things coming out, and if they actually can source where their data is coming from, then you got a legitimate article. If they can't, then it's just yeah. Yep, Sean, speculation is the name of the game. Well, John, or Sean, that's a great approach to take. Unfortunately, a lot of fans don't do that. If they see it in print or on a post, they take it as gospel. Hey, T Road, welcome to the stream, Nancy. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Your support is most appreciated. And it looks like the Blue Jays are heading out to the field. Yasevich is on the bump. Hey, John Boy, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. For all you hopping in, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out if you have not already. Your support is most appreciated. And it looks like Yasevich is finishing the last of his warm-up pitches. And they are definitely going to test Yasevich's will with Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman leading off in the top of the first. And stepping up to the plate is Shohei Ohtani. Umpire is clearing the home plate. Ohtani is in the box. And Yasevich sets and pitches. And the first ball is a fastball down in the dirt. Count is 1-0, and the 2025 World Series is underway. Yasevich sets and he fires another fastball that paints the top of the strike zone. For call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Yasevich sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Yasevich sets, pitch is on the way, and it is fastball just up and in. Count is evened at deuce. What color's your goose, Shohei? And the pitch is on the way, and Ohtani swings and misses for strike three. And that is the first out of the inning for the Dodgers. Yasevich faces his first challenge and strikes him out. Coming up to bat is Mookie Betts. And Yasevich sets and he fires, and the fastball to Betts is down low. Count is 1-0. And Yasevich sets and fires, and the slider is in the dirt. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1 on Betts. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a slider that catches the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is deuce to Betts. Yasevich sets and he fires. A slider is down low and off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Yasevich sets and fires. The ball is chopped to Jimenez, and he fires to Guerrero Jr. at first to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Freddie Freeman. And Yasevich sets and fires, and the first pitch is foul straight back. Count is 0-1. Yasevich sets, fires, and the second pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And Yasevich sets, fires, and the slider is in the dirt and bounces away from Kirk. Count is 1-2. And Yasevich sets, and the pitch is chopped to Bichette, who flips it on to Guerrero for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Dodgers. 1-2-3. That was 15 pitches for Yasevich in the first inning. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be George Springer, Davis Schneider, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So we're going to see how the Blue Jays fare against Blake Snell. So Yasevich faced his first round of fire and successfully navigated the powerful Dodger lineup. So let's see if Snell can do the same thing for the Blue Jays. Like I says, this could be a pitcher's duel tonight and a very interesting series. So for us that are here, what is for dinner tonight? If the Blue Jays win this series, do they bring Bichette back? Well, 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 what do you know? And it looks like Springer is getting ready to lead off. Today's Blue Jays lineup is very right-handed heavy, with the left-hander being on the bump. And Snell is grabbing the rosin bag as he heads to the bump. And Snell sets, and the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. And Snell sets and fires, and this pitch is bounced to Mookie Betts. He feels it on the hop and fires it to Freeman for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Davis Snyder. We have not seen Snyder in the postseason much. And the first pitch from Snell is a fastball up and away. Count is 1-0. And Snell sets and he fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And Snell sets and fires, and this pitch is flown to Betts. He has the ball just on the grass, and that is 2 up and 2 down, and that is the fifth pitch. Coming up to bat is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ed Snell fires, and the changeup catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Snell sets and fires, and the pitch is a fastball out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Ed Snell sets, fires, and the second pitch is a fastball up high. Count is 2-0. Or 2-1, excuse me. And Snell sets, fires, and the slider bounces in the dirt about a 58-footer. Count is now 3-1. And Snell sets and fires, and the changeup catches the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is full. 3-2. And Snell sets, Pitch is on the way, and Guerrero fouls this down the third base line. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Snell sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low in the dirt, and that is ball 4. And Guerrero is the first base runner of the game. Coming up to bat is Bo Bichette. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is inside. Count is 1-0. And Snell sets, fires, and the next fastball is way inside. Count is 2-0. And Snell sets. Pitch is up and in. Count is 3-0. And Snell sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded through the right side of the infield for a base hit, and Guerrero is rounding third, and he is going to make it. So the Blue Jays are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Alejandro Kirk coming up to bat. So are the Blue Jays going to be able to bring in a runner with 2 outs? And Bichette sets. And the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and Kirk fouls this one off into the right field stands. Count is 1-1. And Snell sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is way up high. Count is 2-1. Not sure, Sean. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is now 3-1. And Snell sets. And the curveball is fouled off. Count is going to be 3-2. Full count. And Kirk calls timeout. Snell is at 21 pitches already, so the pitch count is getting elevated from the word jump street. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off once again. And we're going to reset and do it again. Count is 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. As we head to the 8th pitch of the at bat, the count is 3-2. And this asshat is back already. And Snell sets and fires, and this is shot to right field, and this is just going to be foul. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt. And that is ball 4. The bases are now juiced full of Blue Jays with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. And Snell is 25 pitches deep into the first inning. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball up out of the strike zone. And the next pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a towering fly ball to center field. Andy Pages is closing in on it, and that is going to do it for the Jays in the first inning, but not before the Jays force him to throw 29 pitches. As I anticipated, this is going to be the secret of success for Toronto against the Blue Jays or against the Dodgers to get into their bullpen. For those of you who have just joined the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is most appreciated. Coming up to bat in the top of the second is going to be Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy. The first clown deleted, banned, reported. How many more do we get? Well, the long and short, Sean, Blue Jays do not chase. This Dodgers rotation hasn't faced a lineup like this. And it looks like Savage is ready. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is just a bit high and away. Count is 1-0. Savage sets and fires, and the pitch is a slider down low. Count is 2-0. And Savage sets, fires, and the pitch is a fastball that paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 2-1 on Smith. And Savage sets. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is 3-1. And Savage sets, fires, and the pitch is just a bit high. And that is ball 4. So the Dodgers are going to have their first runner. Coming up to bat is Teoscar Hernandez. And Savage sets. And the slider is down low. Count is 1-0. And Savage sets, and fires, and the slider catches the outside corner. For call, strike one. Count is 1-1. And Yusevich sets. And he fires, and the slider catches the inside corner. For call, strike two. Count is 1-2. And Hernandez steps into the box. Yusevich sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped to Jimenez. He flips it to Bichette, who fires to Guerrero Jr., but they are only going to get the lead runner, so it is a fielder's choice. First out of the inning, Hernandez is at first, and Max Muncy is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Muncy. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven into left field. And Schneider is going to get the ball in. Their Dodgers are going to have runners at first and second with one out. Coming up to bat is Kike Hernandez. And Yusevich sets and fires, and the fastball is just up high. Count is 1-0. Yusevich sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. Yusevich sets and fires, and the ball is grounded through the infield, and it's going to make it to Varsho. Hernandez is rounding third and is going to head home for the first run of the game. So Kike Hernandez scores on a line drive by Kike Hernandez. Dodgers going to have runners at first and second with one out still. Tommy Edman coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a ball inside. And Yusevich sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Edman takes timeout. And Yusevich sets. And the splitter is in the dirt. Count is even at deuce deuce. Yusevich sets and fires, and the pitch is chopped down the third base line, and there is no play. So Edmund is going to load the bases with one out. Andy Pajes is coming up to bat, and it looks like there is a mound visit happening. Hey, Celia, how you doing? And the pitch is on the way, and it is a slider for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Savage sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Paez is down 0-2. Bases are loaded with one out. And Paez takes timeout. Yusevich is at 36 pitches. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Count is 1-2 to Paez. And the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is way up high. Count is evened at deuce deuce. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. And the 2-2 to Pajes is just down low. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed for strike three. That is the second out of the inning. And coming up to bat is Shohei Ohtani. And Yusevich sets and fires, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. You have to pitch Ohtani up and in. And Yusevich sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. And Yusevich sets Pitch is on the way, and it is way up high. Count is 2-1. And Yusevich sets, fires, and the pitch is grounded to Guerrero. He is going to take it himself for the third out of the inning. And the Dodgers are going to leave the bases loaded, but they do score the leadoff run of this 2025 World Series. Score is 1-0 Dodgers. Coming up in the bottom of the second is Ernie Clement, Miles Straw, and Andres Jimenez. And for those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Well, how are we feeling about the game so far? Chat has been awfully quiet in this stream. And the first pitch from Snell is a changeup call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Snell sets and fires, and the second pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Clement. And the next pitch is driven into left field. Hernandez is going to field it, and that is a base hit. So the Blue Jays are going to have their leadoff runner on base. And Miles Straw is coming up to bat. Snell sets and fires, and the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Snell sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And Snell sets. Fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2 on Straw. And Snell is on the way, and the pitch is foul tipped into the glove of Smith for the strikeout, and that is the first out of the inning. That is Snell's first strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Andres Jimenez. And Snell sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low and in the dirt. Count is 1-0. For those of you hopping in the stream, the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the second. There is one out with a runner at first. Andres Jimenez is up to bat. He has a 1-0 count from Blake Snell. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is chopped down the first base line, foul. Count is now evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way. It is, oh my goodness. They say that it's foul tipped into the glove of Smith for the second strikeout of the inning. I'm not sure. I can't tell. That is going to be the second out of the inning. George Springer coming up to bat. And the pitch is chopped to Freeman. Freeman turns, and he throws to first. It's not in time. And the runner is trying to advance to third, and he is thrown out at third by Freeman. Or by Snell. First base running error of the night. Going to do it for the Blue Jays. Coming up in the top of the third is going to be Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Will Smith. Jackass number 2 in the stream. And Yusevich sets. And the first pitch is a ball up and in. Count is 1-0 on bets. And the next pitch is on the way. The fastball catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. It's all right, Shad. It happens, brother. And the next pitch is up and away. Count is 2-1 on bets. And the next pitch is a slider down. Count is 3-1. And the pitch is down low, and that is the ball four, and that is the second leadoff walk for Yusevich tonight. And the first pitch to Freeman fouls it off. Count is 0-1. And Yusevich sets. And he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 1-1. Well, I think it's going to be a good series. And Yusevich fires over to first. Betts is back in sliding head first. Count is 1-1 on Freeman. And Yusevich sets and fires, and the ball is in the dirt. Count is 2-1. And Yusevich sets. And the fastball is up high. Count is now 3-1 on Freeman. And Yusevich sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. That is ball four. That is going to be back to back walks. So the Dodgers have runners at first and second with nobody out. Will Smith is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 0 on the night. He walked in his first attempt. And Yusevich sets and fires, and the pitch is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And it looks like Fisher is warming up in the bullpen. Yusevich sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Yusevich sets, fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Yusevich sets, fires, and the fastball is up high. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is lined into right field. And Betts is rounding home, and he is going to And I'm back. First pitch to Muncie is a fastball down low. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is a splitter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Yusevich sets, fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Yusevich sets and fires, and the slider is inside. Count is evened at deuce. And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please subscribe. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. And that is going to be strike three, and that is going to end it for the Dodgers in the top of the third. Coming up in the bottom of the third is going to be Davis Snyder, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Bo Bichette. And for those of you that are interested in the Knicks Celtics game, there is 5 minutes 36 seconds in the third quarter, and the Knicks are hammering the Celtics 80-56, 24-point lead. Can you hear me now? Or am I just talking to myself? Welcome to the stream, Jake. And Snell sets and fires, and the first pitch is a curveball that catches the outside corner. Count is 0-1. And Snell sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Snell sets and fires, and the Curveball is down low. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and Snyder swings at a pitch off the plate. Count is deuce deuce. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is down low and away. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to be the first out of the third. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 0 on the night with a walk in his first at bat. And Snell sets. First pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And Snell sets. And he fires, and the pitch is going to catch the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Snell sets and fires, and Guerrero fouls this one off. Count is 1-2, and Snell is at 51 pitches in the game. And Snell sets. Slider is in the dirt. Count is even at deuce deuce. Pitch is on the way, and it is fastball up and away, and that is ball 3. Count is going to be full, 3-2. Snell sets, fires, and the ball is hammered through the infield to left field. Hernandez fields the ball. Vlad is going to end up at first base with a single. Blue Jays have a runner at first with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Bo Bichette. He is 1 for 1 on the night with a single in his first at bat. And the pitch is on the way and swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is grounded to Freeman. Freeman fires to second. And that is a 1-6-1 or 3-6-3 double play. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the third. Coming up in the top of the fourth is going to be Enrique Hernandez, Tommy Edman, and Andy Pajes. And for those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Evan, are you still here? And Yusevich sets, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed for strike three. And Hernandez is going to say good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, and good night on three pitches. And Yusevich sets, and the first pitch is up high to Edman. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is popped up foul. Count is 1-1. And it looks like Flu Hardy is warming up in the bullpen. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a foul ball. Count is 1-2 on Edman. Edman is 1-1. Yusevich sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. And Yusevich sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is his fifth strikeout of the night, second strikeout of the inning. Coming up to bat is Andy Pajes. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a towering fly ball to right center field. Straw is back, and he makes the play just short of the warning track, and that is going to do it for the Dodgers. 3 up and 3 down. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, and Ernie Clement. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy Friday evening to support the stream and listen to a little bit of baseball. Thank you very much. Hey, Michael, how you doing, brother? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And Snell sets, and the curveball catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 for Kirk. It is a good game, Michael. And the next pitch is chop foul. Count is 0-2. And Snell sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Snell sets, fires, and the changeup is low and off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Snell sets, fires, and Kirk fouls the pitch into the first base line stands. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Snell sets, and he fires, and the pitch is once again fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Snell sets, pitch is on the way, and the ball is in the dirt. Count is evened at 2-2. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered into right field. And this is going to be off the wall. Kirk is held to a long single. Strong throw by Hernandez to get the ball, Teoscar Hernandez to get the ball in. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. And the first pitch is hammered to center field. And this one is going, and gone. Varsho hits a 2-run bomb to center field to tie game one up at 2 apiece. Varsho's third home run of the postseason. And the Jays fans are going crazy. That one left Varsho's bat at 109 miles an hour and traveled 428 feet. And the game is reset in the top of the 4 at 2-2. And the first pitch is hit to center field. Pages is tracking it and is going to make the play in short center field for the first out. And Snell sets and fires the first pitch to Straw. It is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Straw hammers this one to left center field. And Kike Hernandez is charging and makes the play for the second out. Snell is at 68 pitches on the game. And the first pitch is down and away. Count is 1-0. Jimenez is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in his first at bat. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled back off the catcher and the umpire. And Snell sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Pitch was way outside. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 2-2. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch catches the outside corner for call, strike 3. And that is going to do it for Jimenez, but not before the Blue Jays bring in 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Dalton Varsho to tie the score up at deuces. And it looks like Mason Fluharty is going to come in to relieve Trey Yasevich. Fluharty is a left-handed bullpen specialist, and he is there for Freeman and for Otani, who will be leading off. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And for those of you that are interested, the Knicks are hammering the Celtics in the fourth quarter, have a 25-point lead, and I will be right back. So how are we feeling about game one of the 2025 World Series? Chat is awfully quiet tonight. And Fluharty sets and he fires, and the cutter catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one, count is 0-1. Fluharty sets and he fires, and the pitch is a sweeper, swung on and missed. What is up, Nathan? If you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out, brother. And Yusevich, Fluharty sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Ohtani. Ohtani is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. All right, brother. Safe travels. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike three, and Ohtani is retired for the third time of the night. Second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Mookie Betts. Fluharty sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is inside and low. Count is 2-0 on Betts. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Fluharty sets and fires and catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is evened at deuce. And Fluharty sets and fires, and this one is Hammond up the middle to center field. Varsho gets the ball in quickly. And that is Betts' second hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Freddie Freeman, 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls. And Fluharty sets and fires, and the pitch is wow. Freeman looks like he definitely swing on that one, but it is call ball one. Fluharty sets, fires, and the sweeper catches the inside corner of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is evened out 1-1. Fluharty sets, fires, and the pitch is going to hit the bat. Count is 1-2. Fluharty sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. And Fluharty sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped foul. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the ball is hit to center field. Varsho is tracking it, and he is going to make the play on the warning track. He fires it back in, and that holds Betts at first base. That is going to be the second out of the inning. And it looks like Snyder is coming in to pull Fluharty out. And it looks like Sir Anthony Dominguez is coming into a pitch to Will Smith. And in the Knicks Celtics game, Knicks lead the Celtics 91-78 with 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Celtics just hit a three from the corner. Score is now 91-81, 10 points with 5:57 left in the fourth. And Sir Anthony Dominguez sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is flew to right field. And Straw is waiting for it, and that makes the third out of the inning. That is going to do it for the Dodgers in the top of the fifth. Coming up in the bottom of the fifth is going to be George Springer Davis Snyder, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Chat's awfully quiet this evening. Got nothing to say, brothers, sisters? Yeah, the first pitch to Springer is a changeup down low. Count is 1-0. Springer is 1 for 2. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered into left field. Hernandez is going to fire the ball in, and Springer is on first with a leadoff hit. Coming up to bat is Davis Snyder, 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. The pitch is all the way. Curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Well, I appreciate that, Michael. And the next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1 on Snyder. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count is 2-1. And Snell is at 78 pitches in the fifth inning. And Snell sets, fires, and the curveball. Wow. It was off the plate, but it is called strike two. Count is even at deuce deuce. And Snyder takes time out. And there's a pickoff attempt at first. It was a weak toss, and the Springer is back in standing up. Fans are booing profusely at Snell. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is chop foul. Count is going to remain deuce deuce. And Snell sets, checks the runner at first, and the pitch is pounded to Muncy. Muncy flips it to second, and that is going to be a 5-4-3 double play to clear the bases. Now Vladimir Guerrero is going to be coming up to bat with nobody on. And Snell sets. And the first pitch is a slider that is swung on and missed. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Vladdy. Vladdy is 1 for 1 on the night with a single and a base on balls. Snell sets and fires, and the broken bat is looped to Edman. Edman fills it and fires it to Freeman to record the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays. Coming up in the top of the sixth is going to be Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, and Enrique Hernandez. And let's see. I think it's going to be a busy offseason for the Yankees, Michael. There are definitely needs that we have to address, and Cody Bellinger is certainly one of them. And there is 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knicks lead the Celtics 98-87. Well, Garrett Cole will be back probably around mid to late May. And with Rodon having elbow surgery, he'll be out. Clark Schmidt won't be due back until late in the second half. And most likely, Yankees are going to be looking for some starting pitching. They could try to provide some relief from our minor league system, but I don't feel that there is truly anybody who is ready at this point. And with 1 minute 54 seconds left in the Knicks and Celtics game, Knicks lead 101 to 89. And the shot is up from downtown, and that is a 3-pointer. So the score is now 101-92 as the Knicks are bringing the ball up to the front court. It looks like Louis Varlin is warming up in the bullpen. First pitch from Dominguez is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Dominguez sets and he fires and he pitches a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-1 on Teoscar. Hernandez is 0 for 2 on the night with a run scored. And Dominguez sets and fires, and the fastball is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is evened at deuce. And Dominguez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Max Muncy. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single. And Dominguez sets and fires, and the ball is low and away. Count is 2-0. And Dominguez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is popped to the third baseman. Clement is in foul territory, and he is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Kike Hernandez is coming up to bat. And the pitch is on the way, and it is foul tipped into the glove of Kirk. Count is 0-1. And Dominguez sets and fires, and the 98-mile-an-hour fastball is low and away. Count is 1-1. Dominguez sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Dodgers in the top of the sixth. Coming up in the bottom of the sixth is going to be Bo Bichette, Alejandro Kirk, and Dalton Varsho. And the Knicks Celtics game is over. Knicks win 105-95. Hey, Sean, welcome back, brother. The score is tied at 2-2, heading to the bottom of the sixth. Coming up to bat is going to be Bichette, Kirk, and Varsho. Snell is at 84 pitches and coming out for the sixth. And the first pitch is down low for ball one. Count is 1-0. And Snell sets and fires, and the second pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Snell sets. Pitch is down low. Count is 3-0. And Snell sets, fires, and the fastball catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. And it looks like Sheehan is getting up in the Dodgers bullpen. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now 3-2. And Snell sets, fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. And that is a leadoff walk for Snell as Bichette strips his gear off and heads to first base. Coming up to bat is Alejandro Kirk, 1-for-1 with a base on balls and a run scored. Hey, Michael, how you doing? And it looks like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is coming in to pinch run for Bichette. Snell sets, and the pitch is bounced through the right side of the infield. IKF is only going to be able to advance to second. So the Blue Jays now have runners at first and second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a 2-run homer in his last at bat. And it looks like Mark Pryor, the Dodgers pitching coach, is coming out. And Snell sets. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is away and low. Count is 1-0. And Snell sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 2-0 to Varsho. Next pitch is on the way, and Varsho hits the curveball foul straight back. Count is 2-1. Snell sets, fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is deuce. Snell sets and fires, and Varsho fights the fastball off and fouls it off. Count is going to remain 2-2, and that is Snell's 96th pitch of the inning, so he will probably not survive this one. And Snell sets, fires, the pitch is in the dirt. The count is now full, 3-2. Blue Jays have runners at first and second with nobody out. And Snell sets, pitch is on the way, and Varsho fouls it off. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we're heading into the 8th pitch of the at bat. Snell sets and fires, and this one is fouled off down the right field line. This is hooking foul. Count remains 3-2 as we head to the 100th pitch of the night for Blake Snell. Snell checks on the runner at second. He sets, fires, and he ends up flipping Varsho for ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded. There are bases juiced with Blue Jays and nobody out. Coming up to bat is Ernie Clement, and Blake Snell is going to be hitting the road.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And one more time.
Hit the road, Jack.
Jack.
Don't you
Don't you
come
come back no more, no more, no
more.
more, no more. And as briefed during our World Series pregame, one of the keys for success for the Blue Jays was to get to the Dodger bullpen. Snell only managed to get through 5 innings. He has loaded the bases, so all 3 base runners are his responsibility, and he will be the pitcher of record. And the shot is up, and it is good. 3-pointer. A lot of folks are subscribing that this was going to be a 4-game sweep, and I just couldn't see it. And personally, I'm not a fan of either team, so I call it like I see it, and that is the ugly truth. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. I will be calling games for the remainder of the postseason, the World Series, right here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. The only day that I will not be calling is on Wednesday, and that will be with Joe and Evan on NY Yankee Mania. And for those of you that are subscribed, if you could, make sure you hit the notification so that you know when we're online. And the first pitch to Clement is foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1. And Sheehan sets, and this is Lambert through the infield. And 1 run is going to score. And that is going to Clement delivers once again, and the score is now 3-2. Bases remain juiced full of Blue Jays with nobody out. And it looks like Nathan Lucas is coming in to replace Miles Straw as a pinch hitter. Michael, the Dodgers do not, or the Blue Jays do not chase. And the pitch is on the way, and Lucas swings at a slider low and in. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way. It is chop foul down the first base line. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Lucas. Yeah, she sets. He checks out the runner at third, brings the pitch in. And the pitch is low and inside. Count is even at deuce. What color is your goose? And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball off the plate. Count is now full 3-2. There is nowhere to put him. And Sheehan sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled. And it is going to be in the stands. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the ninth pitch of the at bat. For those of you just hopping in the stream, the Blue Jays have a 3-2 lead on the Dodgers in the bottom of the sixth. Bases are loaded, juiced full of Blue Jays with nobody out. There is a full count on Nathan Lucas. Sheehan sets, fires, and the pitch is inside for ball four. And that is going to bring Alejandro Kirk in for the fourth run of the game for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays now have a 4-2 lead on the Dodgers. And the bases are still juiced with nobody out. Andres Jimenez coming up to bat, the 9-hole hitter. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts against Blake Snell. Sheehan sets, fires, and the pitch is chopped foul. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is all the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Jimenez. And Sheehan sets. Pitch is all the way, and it is a fastball way out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Sheehan sets and fires, and this ball is lined into right field, and that is going to score another run. And the Blue Jays now lead the Dodgers 5-2. Coming up to bat is George Springer. The bases are juiced full of Blue Jays with nobody out. And the Achilles heel of the Dodgers has been exposed. This is 6 straight base runners for the Blue Jays. It looks like Pryor is out on the mound talking to Sheehan, trying to settle him down. And the first pitch is chopped to Betts. Betts is going to come home with it, and that's going to record the first out of the inning. That is the first out after 7 batters in this inning. And it looks like Addison Barger is coming in to pinch hit for Davis Schneider. And
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you
don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time.
Hit the
road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And they will be making a pitching change for the Dodgers. Looks like Anthony Banda is coming in to replace Emmett Sheehan. And while we take a quick pause, if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Thank you for your support and watching a little bit of baseball on this Friday evening. Thank you. La 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 la. And the first pitch is down low, and a ball to Barger. Count is 1-0. Bonda sets, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. And Bonda sets, fires, and the slider is low and away. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way. And this is a towering fly ball to right center field. This one is going, and gone. This one is way out of here. And that is a granny for Addison Barger. Blue Jays now have a 9-2 lead on the Dodgers. And incredible hit by Barger. Cement mixer slider right down the heart of Broadway, and he tattooed it. The fans in Toronto are going crazy, and they have taken a commanding lead in Game 1. I think it may be safe to say that the Blue Jays have cooked the Dodgers in Game 1 of the World Series. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is up to bat. And the first pitch is looped into center field. So Guerrero has another hit. So the Blue Jays now have a runner at first with one out. And the first pitch to IKF is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way. The splitter is down low. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is skied to left field. Hernandez is backing up, and he makes the play for the second out of the inning. And Alejandro Kirk is coming up to bat. And Bonda sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is skied to left center field. This one is going, and gone. Another home run. The Jays now lead the Dodgers 11-2. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho, who is 1 for 2 on the night with a 2-run homer in the 4th inning. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. So the score is now 11-2. And coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. The first pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0. Bonda sets and fires, and this is a towering fly ball into shallow left field. Kike Hernandez is tracking it, is going to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Blue Jays drop a 9 spot in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to bat in the top of the 7th is Tommy Edman, Andy Pajes, and Shohei Ohtani. Well, so much for a 4-game sweep of the Blue Jays. And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could please like, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And it looks like Braden Fisher is going to be coming in to replace Sir Anthony Dominguez. Well, how are we feeling about the game this evening, folks? And the first pitch from Fisher is just inside. The Edman count is 1-0. Fisher sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch is a slider inside. Count is 3-0 on Edmund. Fisher sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. That is a 4-pitch walk to Edmund. Andy Pajes is coming up to bat. Fisher sets and he fires a slider in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way and he misses just up high. Count is 1-1. Fisher sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Yeah, Michael, that's not a possibility, brother. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is up and out of the way. Count is evened at 2-2. Fisher sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike three. And that is going to retire Pajes. Thank you. And Fisher sets. Pitch is in there, and it is called. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Ohtani up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And the next pitch is up and in. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Is Ohtani going to get his hat trick tonight? Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Fisher sets, and the pitch is on the way, and this is hit to right field. And this one is going, and gone. And Ohtani blasted a 2-run homer, his 6th home run of the postseason. And the Dodgers have closed the gap to 11-4. And the first pitch into Betts' call, strike one. Slider catches the top of the strike zone. And the next pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way. Slider is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Looks like Bassett is warming up in the bullpen. And the ball is not check swing, and that is going to do it for Betts. Coming up to bat is Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2 on the night. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is just inside. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is skied to right field. Barger is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the third out, but not before the Dodgers add 2 runs on a Shohei Ohtani 2-run blast. Score is 11-4 Dodgers, or 11-4 Blue Jays. Coming up for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 7th is Ernie Clement, Nathan Lucas, and Andres Jimenez. And for those of you that are here in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Right now, the Dodgers have indicated that Yamamoto will be pitching game 2 tomorrow evening at 8. Blue Jays have not announced their game 2 starter. And it looks like Justin Werbowski will be replacing Anthony Banda. And Warboski fires the first pitch. It is called strike one on Clement. And the pitch is on the way. Swung on to miss. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Besky sets and Clement fouls the pitch off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Pitch is on the way and it is skied to center field. Pajes is backing up and is going to make the play short of the warning trap for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lucas. He walked in his first at bat this evening. And the first pitch to Lucas is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is chopped down the third baseline. Muncy sets and he fires to Freeman to record the second out of the inning. Bang, bang play. Coming up to bat is Andres Jimenez. And the first pitch is a fastball up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 2-0. And Warboski sets and fires. The third pitch is up and away. Count is 3-0. Jimenez is 1 for 3 on the night. And the next pitch is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is now 3-1. Bosky sets and fires, and this one is skied foul straight back. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled back. Count is going to remain full at 3-2. And the pitch is grounded to Edman. Edman sets and he fires to Freeman for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for Toronto in the bottom of the seventh. Heading to the top of the eighth, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy coming up to bat. So how are we feeling about the game this evening? And it looks like Chris Bassett is coming into the game to replace Braden Fisher. Well, all I'm going to say is this Blue Jays team is not the Brewers. Nancy, are you in Michigan now? Is my nephew listening to the game? And Bassett sets and he fires. And the pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Smith. Bassett sets and he fires. And the slider is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Bassett sets and fires, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Bassett sets and fires, and the ball is chopped to Guerrero, who takes the ball and steps on the plate himself to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Teoscar Hernandez, 0-for-3 on the night with a strikeout and a run scored. Bassett sets and fires, and the bender is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Bassett sets, fires, and the pitch is just out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And Bassett sets and fires, and the pitch is a towering fly ball straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is now 2-2. And Bassett sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 4. So Hernandez is going to take it, steer off, and head to first. So, those of you just hopping in the stream, we are in the top of the 8th. Blue Jays lead the Dodgers 11-4. There is one out with a runner at first base. And the first pitch to Muncy is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Ed Bassett sets, Eddie fires, and the pitch is way up high. And off the plate, count is 1-1. Bassett sets and fires, and the sinker catches the bottom of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is all the way, and it is just high. Count is 2-2. Looks like Varlin is warming up in the bullpen. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Yeah, Kiki Hernandez is up to bat. The first pitch is a sinker in there for call. Strike 1. And Bassett sets and fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is 1-1. Bassett sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the the Dodgers in the top of the 8th. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th is going to be George Springer, Addison Barger, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And for those of you who have humped into the stream, if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And it looks like Will Klein will come in to replace Dustin Rabowski. And the first pitch is fouled off by Springer. Count is 0-1. And Klein sets and he fires, and the pitch bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Clyde sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 to Springer. And the next pitch is a sweeper that is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Klein sets, and the pitch is guide to left center field. Hernandez is tracking it and is going to make the play for the first out. No, I don't think so either, Jonathan. And Klein sets and he fires, and the first pitch is in there for Call, strike one. Barger is 1-for-1 on the night with a grand slam. And the pitch is hammered through the left side of the infield for a base hit. That is Barger's second hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 2-for-3 on the night with a base on balls and a run scored. And Klein sets and he fires a fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Vladdy. And Klein sets. Next pitch is on the way, and Guerrero fouls it off. Count is 0-2 on Vladdy. And Klein sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Klein sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered to left center field or right center field. Pages is going to track it down and make the play for the second out of the inning. IKF is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is fouled off. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2 on IKF. And the pitch is on the way, and IKF bloops it into left center. Hernandez is going to track it down, and that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the eighth. Coming up in the top of the ninth is going to be Tommy Edman, Andy Pages, and Shohei Ohtani. Hey, Real Bill, glad to see you. For those who have hopped in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And it looks like Eric Lauer is going to come in and replace Chris Bassett. Well, sounds like it's a good football game there, Bill. And Lauer sets. First pitch is on the way, and this is a towering pop up behind the plate. Kirk is tracking it and is going to make the catch behind the plate for the first out of the inning. That is one out in the top of the ninth, and there are two outs remaining. Coming up to bat is Andy Pajes, 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And Lauer sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Lauer sets and fires, and the fastball is up and in. Count is 1-1. Lauer sets and fires, and the next pitch is just inside. Count is 2-1. And Lauer sets, and the ball is a line drive into right field. Barger is tracking it, is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Dodgers are down to their last out of the game. Coming up to bat is Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2 tonight. He hit a 2-run homer in his last at bat in the seventh. He has a pair of strikeouts on the night. So will he make his hat trick? And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Lauer sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low and away. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Ohtani. And the next pitch is on the way. It is up and inside for ball 4. So Ohtani is going to strip his gear off and head to first. Coming up to bat is Mookie Betts. 1 for 3 on the night with a base on balls, a single, and a run scored with a strikeout. Dodgers are still down to their last out of the inning or the game. And Lauer sets and he fires, and the first pitch catches the outside of the strike zone with call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Lauer sets and he fires to first. Damn near picks Ohtani off at first. I think they might have got him. And the Blue Jays are going to challenge the call. And I think that they're going to rule that Lauer picked Ohtani off. And the review says that the runner was safe. Count is 0-1 on bets. And Lauer sets, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And Lauer sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2, and the Dodgers are down to their last strike. And Lauer sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is now evened at 2-2. Lauer sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off into the third base side stands. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Lauer sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Betts swings and misses for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Dodgers in game 1 of the World Series. I will be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock to call game 2 of the play-by-play. Pete, please feel free to stop by and listen to a little bit of baseball. Hit a like button and give a shout out. The numbers for tonight are Blue Jays 11 runs on 14 hits, no errors. Dodgers have 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to be the winner, and Blake Snell will be the loser this evening. And before I shut the stream down, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And I will end in my traditional fashion. Let's go Yankees, and we will see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.